Hello, my friend. Today I wanted to start a series, a Let's Play, of RuneScape 3. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and a lot of them are very experienced players or people trying to win over just general players of other games, trying to pull them into the RuneScape community. So I wanted to do a Let's Play as a new player to kind of showcase how hard the game really is, how hard it is to get into from a fresher player experience. I do have a history with old school RuneScape, but I have not really dabbled too much into the RuneScape 3 scene yet, so I'm going to jump into this and see just how much they've changed over the last decade or so. So bear with me for a moment while we load up, and then we're going to hop in. I think I'm going to go with an Iron Man account. Just because I've always wanted to hop into an Iron Man on old school, but never really felt like restarting all of my progress. So, Iron Man, yes, yes. And let's go ahead and see what we can look like. Oof, good old Friar Tuck. Oh, nice little mullet action. Well, doesn't even look remotely like the picture. Oof. Some Skater Boy vibes. Some Reaver from Fable 2 vibes. Man, I really don't really vibing with a whole lot of these. This one might be the one. Yep, that's the one. Too blonde. Oh, that's just, it looks terrible with that hair color now. The mullet is the one that's winning me over here. I know I've seen a lot of cosmetics and whatnot in the Rune store before. I don't think you can get any of those on Iron Man, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe further down the road we'll unlock some of those and be able to apply them, but none of these are really talking to me. I might just even go freaking bald. Friar Tuck it is. Alright, good enough. We'll do that. They've definitely made the general appearance options a lot more interesting than just the block. The block with no sleeves, the block with the tear down the center. Definitely looks a lot better now. Yep, that looks about right. don't know, that might be it, I think. I don't know. I think that looks good enough. I don't think we're gonna get too perfect with RuneScape character models that are free. So I think we'll go with that. We just want to be playing the game anyways. We don't really want to be sitting here customizing all day and put a helmet on in the first 5 minutes, and then you won't see my face ever again. Character name. Great. I bet it's too much to hope for that this isn't taken. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Look at that. Third tries the charm. Nomad plays. Let's do it. Let's jump into it. Huh. I could have sworn the last time I played this, it wasn't Tutorial Island. I thought it was something else. With like Berthorpe. We'll see. Welcome, adventurer. Thank you. When you're ready, open the door. Sure. Yep, I'm ready. Brenna, the survival expert. Let's do it. Yes, I've played quite a bit of old school, so I've done this Tutorial Island way too many times. I recently just got off of a World of Warcraft kick and then decided that I wasn't overly fond of that old school questing style of at level 1, level 60, level 70, level 100, doesn't matter what level you are, no matter what you're doing, you're going and killing 20 cows, 20 boar, getting some teeth and coming back to turn them in. Weird progression that doesn't really seem to stick for some of the MMOs. Star Wars: The Old Republic specifically, where it's reset progress. So in the last year or two, it hasn't really reset too bad, but it used to be. If you got behind, you were behind for a while. Whereas RuneScape is just that nice classic. Every little bit of progress you make is going towards something further on down the road, which I wanted to do. But I haven't wanted to restart old school just because that's a lot of progress that I would be missing out on. So I figured let's try and do something a little more recent and up to date. So we'll do some RuneScape 3 and see how this goes. Nice. Earn some fire making experience. Let's cook and catch fish. Gotcha. Caught them. Well, let's cook them. I also wanted to do this game just because I've gotten my Questscape in old school, and I've replayed many quests in the game itself just from making alt accounts, but I couldn't tell you where to start with the lore and the history of the world itself and all the quests, the people, what's going on. I know you've got like Saradomin, Zamorak, Gothics. I know generally the gods fought at some point. Couldn't tell you what age we're in or were in, or anything really about the world past the surface, just because old school is mostly grind through and rush through quests because you're just going for whatever reward you get, not necessarily the story. So hopefully we'll be able to learn some things here and get to know the world a little bit better than I have in the past. Eat whenever you feel poor. Yep, that's a good rule for life. Open the gate, follow the path to the next area, and talk to the master chef. Yes, ma'am. Same as old school. Fortunately for this Let's Play, I don't plan on filling in a lot of the dead space with just useless chatter. If I feel like there's something I want to talk about or expand upon, I'll do so, but it's gonna be kind of laid back. I'm not sitting here with like a script that I'm following or topics to really go over. Just whatever comes to mind is what I'll talk about, and you'll be able to see kind of a new player's experience trying to learn how the complexities of the game work and just kind of adventuring through. So if you want to just have a chill time and just hang out, then this will probably be the best experience for you. Tutorial Island, unfortunately, is just one of those things that's nostalgic but kind of boring when you already know how to click on one thing and click on another thing and then click a third thing. So once we get into the open world, hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting for you guys. There is nothing like the smell of freshly baked bread. You're right. I will say this game is actually, I think I've got not on ultra settings, but I have pretty decent graphics setup and it looks incredible. I'm more concerned to see how combat looks, because that's what drove me away back in the day when they actually tried changing it up. I was just one of those ones that jumped off ship and didn't even give it a shot. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't turn me away again. Quest list. Some adventure in the cave under your house. That's perfect. We're looking for adventure right now. That's kind of cool. So you can filter alphabetical combat. Okay, by time, free member. That's cool. Interesting. 60. Okay, so I was gonna say that's not all the quests. There's no way, but I'm assuming it's showing locked in. Yeah, that sounds a bit more right. That's a kind of daunting list. That's alright. One quest at a time. We'll get there. Hello, mining instructor. Desic. Two and two. Too easy. Let's see, what is this one glowing for? Is that? Oh, bonus damage? Okay. I'm assuming this blue bar is progress until your next. Or? Okay. That's pretty neat. Kind of update, you get more experience than you do materials. Does it transfer over? No, you just do more? Okay. I already like that way better. You're getting experience with every swing. It doesn't really matter if you're getting material with it. It might be a little crappy when it comes to needing stuff for smithing. I might not run into the familiar trap of higher smithing than mining. But I guess we'll see. Why do I want to mine? Well, because you can smith. A forge. Interesting. You can store mined ore in your metal bank and smelt ores into bars. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. And then the number you generate, materials required. Gotcha. Well, that's kind of cool. That seems like you can, is there like a limit on? If there's no limit and you can just deposit an infinite amount in there, that'd be crazy. Okay, left click mining structure. Alright. Start by at an anvil. That's a forge. Okay, so heat. Okay, so bars in the bank. Click it so you can see what you can make, and then the stuff you can make. Oh, so this is a lot more like actual smithing. So I'm assuming the heat's gonna, yeah, that's gotta be the heat bar and completion bar. So the more the heat goes down, oh, I like that a lot better than old school. Just freaking tink 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 complete. That's kind of, it's a lot better. And bear with me for just a second. I'm gonna get a couple more bars real quick. Because I really don't want a dagger, and I really don't want the freaking, the short sword and the crappy round shield that good old Vanica is going to give me. So we're going to just make a little something real quick. Oh, I need one more. Well, this is really nice though. Even just mining, which is my probably second least favorite skill. Probably third. Go rune crafting and agility above that, but one of my least favorite skills for sure is mining. And it kind of seems a little interesting in this one, so. Alright, so now we heat it. What can we make? It's blue background. I'm assuming blue background is stuff you can make. Can you just make all that from the start? There's no way. Level 1 smithing, you're telling me you can make everything? $10 is for iron? Oh, I don't need that. So there's no way to see like individual pieces. It's just 50 for rune? What in the world? Alright, we're not gonna deep dive that. Apparently lots different. Alright, let's heat longsword, mace, sword, offhand weapons. The hell's an offhand weapon? Wait, so you can dual wield now? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to waste time making 2 swords, so we'll just make an extra dagger, but that's interesting. I didn't know you could two-hand these Johns. Alright, now we smith it. That's already pretty cool. In Star Wars: The Old Republic, I play a Marauder, which is a dual wielder, uses 2 lightsabers, and that's probably my favorite subclass you can play in that game. So being able to use 2 melee weapons is pretty sweet. Now that you made a melee weapon, ready to learn about combat? Sure am. And then a lot of RPGs I usually play like an archer, or I'll play some type of assassin type character. So 2 daggers is right up my alley. You're just another newcomer. I am ready to fight, though. Let's start by wielding that butter knife you're carrying. Alright. Lay the butter of justice on these rats. Will it let me equip right off the gate? Nice. Alright. Okay. Doesn't seem like much of an evolution of combat. It just seems like regular combat. Is there no... That's what I'm missing. Don't have any of those. Combat stats. No. Tool belt to reveal the tools. Oh, that's why I'm not getting any freaking items. That makes sense. Alright, cool. So we have basic farming equipment, crafting equipment, fishing. And it doesn't take up inventory space anymore. That's really sweet. Is there not a... Alright, we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. But it doesn't seem like... It's literally just regular RuneScape combat. Minus the fact that I can't change my experience type. It looks like it's just... Our dagger's just shared. That'd be kind of weird to have a dagger just shared experience. We'll figure it out. You learn about range and magic when you get to the mainland? They don't teach you that here? Huh. Buy items from shops if you don't want to craft them yourself. Well, that defeats the point of an Iron Man, doesn't it? Skill in combat and trading, yep. Access my bank. Let me get that 25 GP, man. Nice. Is that what I think it is? Oh, that's awesome. That's kind of a cool interface. Was this withdrawing items? Bank leave count is 0 behind. Oh, okay, yep, we do want that. Notes. Is a security pin? Yeah. And then I'm assuming more storage is crap you can buy. I don't need to buy that. Alright, simple enough. Prayer instructor would like to have a chat with me. Well, I would like to talk to Brother Genitivi himself. I think that's Dragon Age. I don't remember what this guy, Brother Eric something. Nope, he doesn't even get a name. Does not even get a name. Prayer instructor. Brother Brace. Hello, Brace. Tell me all about prayer, please. Yep. Activate, deactivate, 10 prayer. Courteous to others. Remember that adventurers like yourself are real people with real feelings. I do remember that. Why is my prayer level 1, but I have 10? Is everything just... multiplied by 10? Is that what we're doing? That would explain why I just hit like 120 something on that rat. I feel like 12 out the gate would be... like a 12 base damage would be kind of crazy for 1, but... who knows? Group Iron Man. Iroh. I do not want to change. Airstrike. Yep. Sounds about right. Suggest you complete the Blood Pact quest in Lumbridge. It will reward you with melee range and magic. Oh, that's cool. Is it Xenia? What's kind of cool is that... I'll wait till it's done teleporting and I'll look at it again. It looks like it's just free home teleports, then... not yet active. Okay. Using Viswat. What the heck? Wizard Goldberg in the Rune Crafting Guild. Okay. That's kind of cool. Instead of having to switch your spellbook to get a different home teleport, you can just unlock a bunch of home teleports. Roger that. Quests, no. Oh, okay. So I have a freaking ability bar. Just didn't want to... Seems like something they would want to tutor you on Tutorial Island. But I guess not. Alright, well we can go up to the bank. What is Slayer Master? Right here in the gate? Okay, well I'm going to be coming back to him because I love Slayer. It's like my favorite skill outside of ranged. So we'll definitely come back to him. Or her. Was that Jacqueline? Alright, let's already start with the organization. There wasn't a spot for that on the... Where was that? It was here? Yeah. Yeah, no containers on here. We'll just throw this there and call it a day. Alright, let's go. Alright, so first off, that dude said to do the 20-something years that rune's been sitting right there. Nashtroth. Where was this hairstyle at in the thing? Looks like Goku about to go fight Boo. What is a... That's interesting. Who would want to do that? I hope that's not like resetting your level back to like 1 or something. That'd be... The grind was not fun enough for me. I want to do 99 again. What? Yeah, Jacqueline, my bad. I called you a dude. I think it was the haircut. That's my bad. Alright, that should be Cook's assistant. Unless they finally got rid of that quest. Alright, so we got one here. Myths of the... Oh, that's... Lost Tribe. Recipe for Disaster. Cook's assistant. Yeah. Okay, so probably this one, because that one is... Yeah, Blood Pack's where we need to go. That's Restless Ghost. Good old classic. Alright, let's go do this Blood Pact real quick. See what this is about. What in the world? That is an insanely cool cape. Sorry, I got distracted. That was too many colors and my ADHD got the better of me. Alright, Xenia, hello. You need some help? I've come to help. Oh, it's always Zamorak and cultists every time. I don't look that old, just a little wrinkly, I think. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's learn some more before I help you. Got into a lot of trouble in your youth by rushing in without knowing the situation. Tell me more about these cultists. Lumbridge is a Cerdominist town. There'll always be some people drawn to worship Zamorak, of course. They must have found some ritual that they think will give them power over other people. Sounds about Zamorak. Who did they kidnap? Ilona. Huh. Didn't have a chance. So I'm assuming a sacrifice, because that's the only reason you kidnap somebody that doesn't have knowledge or skills. That's enough questions. Let's go help this old lady out. Three low-level enemies. Oof. Define low level. So I'm level as low as you can get. Whatever. We'll try it. We'll try it. I've only got 2 daggers to lose anyways. No time to lose. Head down the stairs and I'll follow. Alright. Blue border on your minimap shows the area containing your current quest objective. That's nice. It's like an easy quest helper type thing. Mm. Kale? Like the vegetable? Can I move that, like, better? Look, Reese, are you sure about this? This must be some other way we can. We made a blood pact, Kale. The three of us are in this all the way. Huh. Rude. Stay here, guard the door. Alright, so you're the first one. It's interesting, if you're in a blood pact that you all have to be there for, how is there a guard that's able to stay behind? I think we should be able to overpower him. Speak to me if you have any questions. I hope by we you mean you, because I think I'm level 3. Unless they change that too. Is that my combat level? Combat level calculated from a sheet. Yep. Yeah, level 3. That ain't bueno. Can I? Yeah, let's do that. What is this one blinking at me? Is this one of those ones I'm going to have to match up pictures? Because unless they're dismembered. That's not even in here. Oh, okay. Wait, so if I use... What is that? Attack abilities? So if I use these abilities, that's why I was getting different types of experience? Okay, well, there's only 5, so this needs to be on there. Strike at them, making them bleed. Bleed damage is always fun. 5 hits, generates adrenaline, generates... Is that a sunder or just sounds like it? Powerful blow to the target, generates 8%. Do I have anything that stuns or binds? Stuns and binds, look at that. So we want to swap those two. That's pretty straightforward. What else do we have? We have ranged, magic, necromancy. Oh, that's right. I forgot they added that necromancy skill. I'm gonna have to try that out. Hopefully it doesn't play like whatchamacallit, kind of like Oblivion slash Skyrim, Elder Scrollsy type conjuration magic. I'm not really a big fan of that, but if it's like traditional magic, like creepy necrotic damage and poison damage with some summoning, I could do that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, powers, range, magic, necromancy, defensive. That's what I'm looking for. Do I not? Focus your adrenaline to heal yourself. Sorry if it's taken a while. Like I said, I haven't ever played this version of the game, and the combat is what drove me away in the first place, because I didn't want to have to do stuff like this where I'm reading all the abilities. But then I've since then played so many other MMOs where all of your abilities play off of each other, and I've developed a interest in that. So now I'm actually curious to see how these all work together. Alright, well, we like that, because that will heal me. I don't know where exactly I want that just yet. And then our prayers aren't like Can you put that on your bar? Huh. Well, that's kind of interesting. That's going to make prayer switching and prayer flicking and stuff like that way easier down the line. Alright, that's good enough. We don't really need to be a combat specialist to get our butts whooped here. Oh, okay, cool. One shot. That's what we like to see. Too old for this after all. You'll have to do the rest without me. What? You were behind me. Attack him with your melee weapon. I was trying to. You can use your fists. That doesn't sound smart. I mean, I know what a blood pact is, but let's see what she says it is. Something Zamorakian cultists do is a way of swearing loyalty to their leader. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, it's all in their head. Alright, let's do it. I'm just gonna... Was that just to make her useless? Is that what that was about? Alright. Well, that's interesting. You don't have to even click your own abilities. It just cycles through whatever you have them on. Old buddy's got some health. Last known hit chance. Weakness is slash. Well, I got 2 of those. Are you gonna kill me? No, but I'd like to ask you some things if you don't mind. What's your name? My name's Kale. A ranger. I figured that out. Been practicing the charge bow. You were good. I was just better. It's okay. Bald dude's the leader. And he's a fighter. That's... Yep, usually how it goes. Left the tower to study dark magic. Oof. She should have went to the wizard circle over by Varrock. What did you guys plan to do down here? Don't know. Something about the catacombs. I don't know what, but something about how they were built. The student of the wizard's tower found something too, in the ruins of the old tower from back when Zamorakian wizards used it. So then how do you fall into this, buddy? He seems kind of useless. It doesn't even sound like he knows how he knows them. You just went along with this? Oh, you're just gullible. I got you. No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm glad I didn't have to kill him either. Second cultist is using magic. You should use a ranged weapon to defeat a magic user. Ask me if you need any help. I need a ranged weapon. I do not need a ranged weapon. Yeah, ammo is arrows. That's cool. Do you... Fires magical. Okay, so do I not need... We'll just try it. We'll try it. Maybe I don't need arrows. Let's say if she could give me some arrows, that'd be great, because I'm fresh out. But if this thing fires... It's kind of like the crystal bow. Yeah, nice. Doesn't stand a chance against my robes. Reach the other gallery. There should be a winch nearby. Yep, sure is. Look at you, look at the eyes on you. Not only does this look really good, this actually sounds really good too. The music is old school music sounds really good anyways, just from the nostalgia points, but this is on a whole nother level of music. Oh, let's go back real quick. She just looks mean. Finish me. I will finish you, but I want to ask you some questions. What are you planning to do down here? Nope, if I knew, I wouldn't have asked. The Tomb of Dragoth-Nern. Never heard of that guy. Okay. Why is he important, though? The note left by Dragoth-Nern. The body of a necromancer contains powerful magic. We learned we could perform a ritual on his tomb to unlock the secrets of his work. We would have gained mastery over life and death. But he himself is dead, so how does that work? Alright, well, she's not a nice one, so I think we're gonna kill... Yeah, we're gonna have to kill you. I guess that makes me a bad guy too, because I'm killing you, but... the greater good and all. Third cultist was a swordsman. Magic is the best thing to use against melee fighters. Speak to me if you need any help. It doesn't look like you're holding your guts in. I don't think you can help. But thanks. Thanks for the thought. Main hand spell set to airstrike. Alright, cool. Is this like that other one where I don't need runes to... Do I not need runes to cast airstrike anymore? That's prayers, whoops. Well, that doesn't stay where you put it, does it? The potion is ready. Where are the others? The whole group should be present. They should be. Oh, he's dual wielding. Let me go. His scars kind of make him look like Darth Malik from Knights of the Old Republic. At least on that one side. Who are you? My name's Nomad, dude. Well, we'll see. A fire spell off the rip. And we can breathe fire. What is this one? Electric. Well, that's kind of cool. I have beaten you, you're right. Tell me what you're planning, my man. End Saradomin's dominance over Lumbridge. The tyrant god shall fall. With the blood pact and the power of the tomb of Dragoth-Nern, we would send the army of the dead to claim this town for Zamorak. Yeah, well, that sounds pretty evil. So I think we're gonna have to kill you. Sorry, bro. Oh, crap. Is that one of those things where you freaking unleash the demon anyways? Okay. Realistically, we only killed him because he's got the drip. Those things look sweet. Is there like a button you can push to... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I guess I'll have to find the keybind later. I thought there might be like a button you can press to unsheath your weapons. Maybe just hitting an ability? No. Alright, well, let's untie you. Sorry for making you wait, lady. Thank the gods we're out. I thought I was going to die down here. I bet. You are very welcome. But why are you power stancing me, bro? But yeah, I'm keeping their trophies. Is there anything you want to ask before you seek new adventures? Yeah. They told me to come to you. Now what do I do? If you want to go grind out your skills, okay. Sure, you'll find other quests. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find that too. You weren't really wounded, were you? Playing me for a fool. Well, then how did I do? What in the world? Could practically smell it on. It's because I just came from Tutorial Island. I haven't bathed yet. That's my bad. So is she like a Pokemon League trainer? Like the Elite Four? She just tested me in the early game. Let me get a reward. Quest point, the attack, strength, range, magic, the weapons, and the dungeon. Yeah, let's get them free levels. Was that 2 in each stat? Yeah. Oh, okay, so that is a shortcut, dang. Well, first quest in the books. That's not bad. A warped. That's kind of disgusting how real that looks. That seems a little off. I don't know why. Or is it like if you use an ability, other ones go on cooldown? That wouldn't make sense. Staff of Air off the rip? From a level 1? Interesting. Okay, let's go to settings real quick. So I want to see. Maybe something's got to be wrong with that. I don't know why that's doing that like that. Change the style of combat you use. Okay, so that's why. So it's on a rotation thing. And Legacy is just like old school, yeah. No, I can select my own spells, thank you. Queuing, yes, we want to do that. Is that this thing? Okay. Yeah, so at the end of the fight, it'll just start healing me. I don't have to worry about clicking it every time. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay. So you can have up to, what is that, 5 total bars in? Okay, and you can move around. Cool. Action bar binding. I'll get into the nitty gritty of that off this recording. I don't want to just sit in here and hang out with settings all day. That's not fun for anybody. Is that? Okay. Okay, so that's why we're getting. We don't want shared, don't want shared, don't want shared. And you can block P. Oh, that's cool. That way you don't have to mess up if you have a pure. That's alright. Let's get out the settings and I'll adjust my UI later. I ain't too worried about it. Just go ahead and try and kill one of these bad boys and then we'll call it an episode and figure out where I'm going to go from here. I don't think I've ever seen this ability even come off a cooldown or be usable. Oh, because I'm dumb. That's why I didn't see it. That's a two-handed ability. Okay. So that's a dual. Wait, so what's the difference there then? Is it 2 swords? Well, that one says 2 swords too, so I don't understand why they're different. And then it's just, as you go further, it's probably going to get tougher, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, so from there, I think we'll go ahead and wrap that up. That's probably about pushing an hour, I think, between character creator and tutorial island, pushing through that first quest, blood pact. So not bad, pretty chill first episode. Guess I'm gonna run back over to the bank, maybe store this extra stuff I need. I want to come back here to these catacombs because I want to see what this mask piece was. Christmas wrapping paper. I didn't pick that up. So just teleport you. Add to my currency pouch, sure. Bonds. Interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming that's going to teleport me to the Christmas event for the year. That'll be a later thing. I'm not really trying to do an event right now, but maybe later this week or this weekend I'll delve into that. But yeah, I'm going to go try and put stuff in the bank and figure out where I want to go from here. I think I want to skill a little bit and get some equipment and then go back to that dungeon and figure out what this mask part thing is, if that's a quest item or if that's just a cool little cosmetic that you can get in the early stages. So we'll probably be heading for those on the second episode. So if you watched through, got this far, appreciate you for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit. I know it's a lot more chill than most other YouTube videos that are all loud and in your face and extremely energetic. I'm just gonna have a chill atmosphere here, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Other than that, I shall see you guys on the next one.